This 1942 1 cent may look like a simple copper coin, but it carries a deeper story from a time when the world was going through rapid change. In that year, even everyday objects like coins were affected by global events, making them more meaningful than they appear. When you hold this coin, you are not just holding currency, you're holding a piece of history that reflects a nation adjusting to new challenges. Its familiar design might seem ordinary, yet the year gives it a special place among collectors. Many people ignore coins like this, but experienced collectors know that certain years can hold hidden significance. The more you observe this coin, the more interesting details begin to emerge. Each small mark, each slight variation, tells a story of its journey. As we explore further, you will see why this coin continues to attract attention. By the end, you may start looking at even the smallest coins in a completely different way. The year 1942 was a turning point when resources were being used carefully, especially metals like copper. This had a direct effect on how coins were produced during that time. The mint had to balance the need for currency with the demand for materials elsewhere. Because of this, coins from 1942 are seen as part of a transition period before major changes in 1943. This makes them historically important, even if they appear common. They were created using traditional methods, but under unusual circumstances. This combination adds a unique background to every coin from that year. Collectors often pay close attention to such periods because they can produce interesting variations. These variations are not always obvious, but they can be very important. It is this mix of history and detail that makes the 1942 1 cent worth exploring. Looking at the front of the coin, you will notice a design that is instantly recognizable. Even after many years, the details can still be clearly seen on well-preserved examples. The portrait, lettering, and overall layout reflect the craftsmanship of the time. Each coin was carefully struck, yet small differences can still occur. These differences may seem minor, but they matter a lot in collecting. A coin with sharper details is often more desirable. Even the smallest variation in the design can make a difference. This is why collectors examine each coin closely. They look for anything that sets one coin apart from another. It is these details that make collecting both challenging and rewarding. The reverse side of the coin carries a design that represents stability and tradition. The structure shown is simple yet powerful, giving the coin a strong visual identity. Its clean lines and balanced proportions make it easy to recognize. Over time, the surface may show signs of wear, which adds character to the coin. Some collectors prefer coins that show their age because it reflects their journey. Others look for coins that still appear almost new. Both types have their own value and appeal. The variety in condition keeps the collecting world interesting. No two coins are exactly the same, even if they were made in the same year. This uniqueness adds to their charm. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1942 1 cent is the chance of finding rare variations. These variations can occur due to small changes during the minting process. Sometimes, leftover materials or slight adjustments in production create unexpected results. These results can turn a common coin into something much more valuable. However, such finds are not easy and require careful observation. Collectors often spend years learning how to identify these differences. This process makes the hobby more exciting. It adds a sense of discovery to every coin examined. Even a small detail can make a big difference. Condition plays a major role in determining how this coin is viewed by collectors. A coin that has been well preserved will show clear details and smooth surfaces. On the other hand, coins that have been used heavily may appear worn but still hold historical value. Collectors use grading systems to describe these conditions. Higher-grade coins are usually more desirable because they are harder to find. However, lower-grade coins still have their own importance. They tell a story of everyday use and history. Each coin reflects the path it has taken over time. This makes every piece unique. Another feature that makes these coins interesting is their color. Some 1942 1-cent coins have a bright copper shine, while others have developed darker tones over time. These changes happen naturally as the metal reacts to its surroundings. Storage conditions play a big role in how a coin looks. Coins kept in safe environments often retain their original appearance. Others may develop deeper colors that some collectors actually prefer. This variety adds to the beauty of coin collecting. It makes each coin visually distinct. Even coins from the same batch can look different after many years. There are many stories of collectors finding unusual coins from this year. These stories often spread within collecting communities and increase interest. Sometimes, a coin that looks ordinary at first reveals something special upon closer inspection. This possibility keeps collectors engaged and curious. It encourages people to examine their coins more carefully. Not every coin will have a rare feature, but the chance is always there. This sense of discovery is what makes collecting exciting. It turns a simple hobby into an adventure. Each find feels like uncovering a small treasure. In some discussions among collectors, there have been mentions of extremely rare examples reaching very high values in special circumstances. In exceptional cases, certain coins with unique features have been talked about in ranges approaching $10 million. These situations are usually linked to extreme rarity and strong demand. It is important to understand that such cases are very uncommon. Most coins do not reach such high values. However, the idea itself captures attention and adds excitement. It shows how valuable rarity can be in the world of collecting. Beyond its possible value, this coin is a reminder of an important moment in history. It reflects how even small objects are influenced by larger events. The decisions made during that time affected millions of coins. Holding this coin can feel like holding a piece of the past. It connects us to a different era in a simple but powerful way. This connection is one of the main reasons people collect coins. It goes beyond money and into storytelling. Each coin has a story waiting to be understood. For beginners, the 1942 1-cent is a great starting point. It is widely available, yet still offers interesting features to explore. Learning about this coin can help develop important skills. These include observation and attention to detail. Over time, beginners can gain confidence in identifying different coins. This makes the hobby more enjoyable and rewarding. It also encourages further learning. Every coin becomes an opportunity to discover something new. Experienced collectors often look for specific details when examining this coin. These details can include mint marks, strike quality, and small variations in design. Identifying these features requires practice and patience. It is a skill that develops over time. Each coin presents a new challenge. This keeps the hobby engaging even for experts. There is always something more to learn. Even a familiar coin can reveal new details. As you continue exploring coins like this, you begin to see them in a different way. They are no longer just objects, but pieces of history with their own stories. The 1942 1-cent is a perfect example of this idea. It combines history, craftsmanship, and the possibility of rare variation. Whether you are new to collecting or have years of experience, it offers something valuable. Its story continues to attract interest around the world. And with every new discovery, its importance grows. In the end, This small coin proves that even the simplest objects can hold great meaning. It reminds us that value is not always obvious at first glance. Sometimes it takes time and attention to understand what makes something special. The 1942 1 cent is more than just currency. It is a link to the past and a source of curiosity. As you look at coins in the future, remember that each one may have a story waiting to be discovered, and that is what makes coin collecting truly fascinating.